What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everyone doing? Happy Thursday. Saw several of you sneaking in already. Bitcoin, Vladimir, what's up? Good morning, my friends. What are we gonna do today, huh? Who knows, honestly. Yesterday was the first 1% update we've had on the NASDAQ in over a month. Believe it or not. That was the wild stat of the day yesterday that I saw. All right. All right, what are we doing? Did you already get in this short? Probably gonna trade to 250. 250, 275. As I often do. 10 points. We're gonna do this. Mark 6750 SPX right there. All right. I think he goes to 250. I don't have a good spot to get in. Yes, has a gap fill below still. Where's that? That gap fill can't be much lower. Just yes, gap filled. Spy has not. Let's check SPX. SPX it has not. I really want to go for that gap fill, but it's a tough call. What's up? Morning, Charlotte. KB, let's get it. KB, are you already short? What are you doing over there? Yesterday did us so dirty. I was trying to short to get this to fill, like right here. I was trying to short to get this to fill, and it never did. And then I had to or hold on, let me go to NQ. I was trying to short ES and NQ. I was trying to get us to come down to like here, and it just never pulled back. And so then I had to get long up here. I think I got long here, 78, and then was able to ride it. But so dirty that they didn't fill the gap. The gap fills have been interesting lately. It's only 3-4 points lower on SPX. It was funny. Somebody in my Discord yesterday, because I got ran over, and then I mean it wasn't terrible, but I did get ran over, and then I had to I scalped my way on a quick short back to basically break even, and then I caught that other long. But it was funny. My Discord was like, "What's you just went for a little snorkel? Guy likes to snorkel. What's wrong with that?" Yeah, my P&L was definitely snorkeling underwater there for a little bit. That was the funniest thing I've heard, like the way he put snorkel in there. Yeah, you gotta assume that you're coming back to here. I don't even know where. Whoa, what's going on with IWM? Somebody say something. What's going on with IWM? Seven two off. So yeah, I was staring at that short. I didn't take it. I was staring at it. Because unlike me, normally I would have probably shorted this range here. Who's IWM? Whoa. IWM wicked down and just took off just now. KV, there's a lot of traffic here. Plus, they're seeing the divergence. I mean, tech's coming down and ES is holding in. It's 275 and 250, pretty easy targets if you're short. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait this one out just a little bit. Oof. Did we get the move yet? Sorry, I was looking through some of the other tickers I have. RTY looks like a long. Dadgummit, this short's gonna play out so well, isn't it? Let's buy the gap filled. Yeah. The 750 on SPX is the big one to watch. Oh, you want to short it? I just saw this. RTY looks like a long to me. That was an ugly reversal on RTY though. Wow, they're crushing Tesla this morning. PLTR, Broadcom, Amazon, Apple all coming straight down. I mean, if we go to the daily, it's not going to really tell me much other than that right there. Yeah. SPX is right on this 750. Oh yeah. Let's see if there's any Tesla flow this morning. A lot of sold. 520 calls. None of this is decent. I mean, none of this is real big size though. The big size are these like. This looks like a sold calls. Those are far dated too. 425 calls in the money, but for tomorrow. What's up, Jordy? Dude, this hoodie is fire. Shout out Paper Games. Oh, BB, what's up? Oh, dude, if you get short up there and you get to stay short all day, Oh, this line is too low. Nvidia had news about the UAE. It's up 2%. Look at Netflix go. I always trade him in Q. I mean, the difference is you can scale. You can scale in, you can scale out. Oh, Mario short EM. I, you know, I'm curious to see, do we get a trend day back down? So we had obvious resistance here like 3 days in a row, and we came to it yesterday, held it, went higher, and we're spending time up here. There's a big volume point of control 790. Really 790 to 92, yes, is key. I think if you lose this area, 790, I do think you could fill this in pretty quickly. Boy. I do got good news today, guys. I have no dad duty today. You guys are stuck with me. Oh, BB, you in the gold short? Well, I wanted along 250 and this thing just bounced so hard. 750. Nvidia's flying. HYG? Oh, I remember you saying that yesterday, Will. Keep an eye on this. Yeah, pretty key area down here. That is interesting that it's like just rugging. Why do you think that is, Will? What do you think's causing that collapse? Previous high right there. If this claims back over, I mean, I feel like it's still long. Nvidia's flying. Netflix is flying too. Credit spreads. Dadgummit. I should have hit the long there. Look at this divergence switching back now. Look at this, and then look at this. Another day where this nasty divergence flips in the middle of the day. Oh, boy, I'm glad I didn't chase it along. Boy, sitting on hands has been the right move so far. You shorted 310? I have big support on ES right here. Dude, this is IWM and ES are aggressive right now. SPY. Your 4-hour support's a little bit lower. So this kind of zone down here. Whoa. Boy, ES is getting crushed. So how about that divergence flip? I mean, goodness gracious. I wouldn't mind trying the long here, but I don't like what this is doing, so I think I'll just wait. Boy, IWM. What a turnaround. That was dirty what they just did to everyone. Nvidia's still fine. Netflix looks really good. Put down. Yeah. Ah, excuse me. For some reason, I think it's still going to be long. Am I the only one that doesn't think this is going to get bought up? Oh, I do. Like, I feel like everyone's looking for a trend down day for some reason. I'm confused. Yeah, everything gets bought up, which I mean, this isn't a dip really even. Just seeing and hearing people, not you guys, like just everyone over on Spaces. I mean, a couple of you guys, but what are we doing? I mean, yeah, we're a little extended from down here, but we when I look at this, and we had like multiple highs here rejecting, and then we traversed it and broke it, opened up above it, and we're just coming back into it a little bit. I mean, do we really come down, reverse it back up, and reverse it back down? It's possible. Just seems unlikely. I mean, so when I look at this, I see, okay, we fell, came back down, came back up, came back down, failed to go higher. We came all the way lower, swept under these 2 days, worked our way back up, failure to go lower, ripped above it all, and then now we're just coming back into it. I mean, like, I guess if you just look at yesterday, like you could say, yeah, you could traverse this a little bit, but if you look further left, you have a lot of traffic over here. I don't know. It's on ES. I mean, NQ. We're still above. I mean, we're at this high right here. I think I want to get long. Well, I mean, I'm not telling you guys the short can't work because like ES does look rough. ES may come back down to here, but IWM is getting crushed. Is there something going on somewhere? I mean, IWM and SPY are coming down hard, but is there a reason for it? I didn't see any headlines or any data or anything. If ES didn't look so bad, I'd be long NQ right now. There's your 30-minute orb. Still got 30 minutes to that IV, but I don't have any confidence in any plays right now, guys. But my lean is my lean is to buy the dip, but obviously we're downtrending, and obviously something is super weak with ES. If this does come up and just fell right here, it's not a good look. Just got a really nice bottom wick. Look at that. So if I go this 5-minute, IWM trying to get, some type of. Oh, my Wi-Fi just blipped off and on. This looks like it's gonna pop back up. That's an interesting point, Bob. I don't know. I'm trying to paint the picture in my head here. I mean, financials and energy are fine. I don't. It's kind of just across the board. Got net outflows. Vol D, Vol DQ. Vol DQ is super positive. I mean, it's tough to long into downtrending EMAs right now, but so far we have a little bit of a bearish setup on the first 30 minutes, but yeah, it's kind of what I was, yeah. I mean, just downtrending. I'm gonna be patient this morning, guys. Kind of wait this out because when I think about what we're doing here, I mean, we're still above these. I mean, maybe the buy is down here a little bit lower, 190, 200. I just don't see where we just reverse the reversal, right? Down, reversal. Are we just, I mean, are we gonna do this? It's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but I don't know. Once we get the IB, we'll have some solid, stuff to go off of. This is probably setting up decently bearish. Not too bad yet. I don't know. I like the gold short. I like the gold short. You have a very strong dollar right now. Bond's not doing anything. Oracle. That's what I'm wondering, Bitcoin. It looks rough. I was just looking around like what's I just don't the big names, I don't really see the weakness though. I mean, I can't do anything right here. So if I look at this, this is complete indecision. You have a couple bottom wicks here, but you have top wicks here. This is a mess. This may be a wait until the first hour kind of day. Boy, Netflix starting to look real good. I'm genuinely asking what people think because I don't know. I just This may just be a day where we just stare at each other here. What's up, Willie? Willie, do you have the answer? What are we doing? What are we gonna do here? Short 270. Financials have looked weaker. Yeah, I mean, financials have been in a weird. What's XLF look like on the daily? I mean, while you can see this kind of happening, I mean, you're still above this on XLF. This is a lot of consolidation too, but they are weak for now. Still short. Hey, I mean, if you're sitting in short, you're sitting great. I mean, we're in an interesting spot, but like if you're sitting short, I mean, you're fine, right? As long as you stay under these London lows. And this ES looks much worse. I keep catching myself like hovering over the buy market button. It's like my hand just wants to buy. I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, so yesterday, KB, I mean, let me go to like an hourly chart. So yesterday, what I see is, I mean, we had the big day here, but we held what we needed to hold down here. So if you look at this high and then this whole area, we held what we needed to hold on Tuesday, and then right here, like failure to go lower, it broke back over this area here. So this area right here, once we got over this, like that's why it was so explosive. It got right back up to here quick, and then just continued. But it was kind of just a failure to go lower. But I mean, look, highs back here, resistance turns into support. Supported here, supported here, supported here. SPX has a pretty clear look at it too. So you had 6,700 resistance, then you had it break over and become support, and then it supported there again. We've literally just been ping-ponging. We're about to make a new low on SPY and ES. It's a new low. Yep. I really want to long it. But I can't long it. Yeah, beautiful. Got the pivot point. Yeah, I knew 270 is what he meant. Yeah, he put the correction KB. Nice trade. I think this is a long. But I don't have any like strong confluence. So like I think if anything, this would be a teaching point or just I don't know, maybe a market tip. I look at a few different things and it looks like a long, but I don't have any confluence with price action doing this. I don't have any confluence to take a long. So like, I guess my point being, like, I think it's probably a buy down here, but I don't really have any like strong confluence. So why would I take the risk if it's more of a coin flip? It's based on more of what I think's going to happen than what I don't have enough things lining up. But I honestly think this is a long, and you'd probably take it back up here. I do like gold shorts still. Okay, so breadth. I mean, so I look at Vol D and Vol DQ. Vol D, agree. Vol D, weak, negative. But Vol DQ, which is up versus down volume in the Qs, is positive. So here's your zero line right here. It's been positive and pushing up all morning. That's on NQ. Uh, I mean, so Vol D is S&P. That's been down, but Vol DQ has been up all morning. This looks like a failure to go lower. $5 that first hour. But we got to get above this, though. The video is in a flag. But I can't do anything because this is so weak. Dell was up like 8% yesterday, so coming down 4% is just halfway. So this 5 minute on Nvidia looks kind of good. It's just a crude drawing of it, but now we're about to get the IB. The IB is bearish, so if we take the low and then bounce back up, I think I'd try the long. How much time we got? 2 minutes until the IB sets. I mean, if the IB sets like right here, and we get like a little wick like this, and it gets bought right back up, like it's gonna be long. Where's NQ? Yeah, if the IV sets here and we wick to 230. Come on, IB set and give us a chance. There's the IB. Come on, just wick down and get bought up, and I'll tell me not to long this. All right, there's the IB break. Not going to be early to it. I don't even know that I'm going to take it for sure. I'm just looking for a reaction. Either try to long here, or you wait for 190 to 200. Kind of no man's land. Yesterday's IB high. I mean, if you're in a short from higher, you're golden. There's nothing that tells you to get out of it. I'm just looking to see if there's confirmation of something that holds down here. Yeah, so I see that too. I see like the 190s to 210 where I drew this box. So I see this possible point of control. I also was looking IndieX 40 points above 25,000 whole number. We also should come back up here. If we broke the IB, we should at least come back to 267. $210. It's halfback of yesterday's too. I'm gonna take starter at 210. Two ten, 200, and 190. I think I'll take longs. This will just continue and get down there pretty quick. Don't bounce here. Well, sitting and doing nothing is one of the hardest parts. Heard Google says Google says Oracle something with Oracle. Hacking something? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna take a starter. Oracle's got a headline. Oracle has some kind of hacking headline. Google said something about it. I don't know. It just reversed pretty hard. All right, I'm taking my starters on. $212. Well, what did I actually fill? 213. The other confluence we have is we should retrace back to this spot at some point, 267. At least come back to touch IB low. We also hit, that's the 50% retracement of yesterday's range. RTH. I don't know what the best way, I mean, support and resistance for me, I mean, I don't know if there's, I'm sure somebody's got some kind of algo or tool that does it, but for me, I just go look and see, okay, how many times this price reacted to a certain area? I mean, I just kind of eyeball it. So like I can see price reaction here, price reaction here, price reaction here. So to me, and I don't draw like some people draw just like a straight up level, kind of like this. I draw more of like a zone. Draw more of a zone. I do want to mark this right here. But I draw more of like a zone. But like, I mean, right here you can see rejection, rejection, and then it flipped it, lost it, immediately rejected, rejected here when it lost it, hung out around here, kind of rejected, kind of, I mean, so like to me, it's like draw a zone like this, right? And then extend it over. That's kind of the way I do it. All right, I got my next little fill there at 202, I think I front ran it. See if it shoots down to 190. All right, I'm in it. My average is 206. Well, I'm in it. 206 long. A little bit of a dangerous game here, but I think we're a little overcooked and we're at the supply zone. I went through my charts, I drew it, I waited for it, I'll take my shot. If I get my first trim, I immediately go stop under this. Yeah, this is bothering me right now. The fact that it's not like, yeah, I like to see a hot stove reaction is the way I describe it. I'm not seeing that yet, but we are pretty extended here. Back to 241. EMA 9's at 238. There we go. What a snipe! Give you 240. That's a good looking spot right there, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Give me that 240. I want that trim. Oh no, did I miss it? EMA 9 might be an issue right here. I like that reaction candle though, and then I saw like somebody bought with me. Once it started moving, somebody chased into it on this right here. I saw the time and sales light up. It wasn't a ton of size, but it just lit up all of a sudden. Whether it was people stopping out or what, but there was a bunch of people that hit the bid real fast. So the confluence is once again IB by retracement should take us back to here, 267. There we go. First trim, 34 points. Going stops moving up. Boom. Patience. I spell patience Pay. Patience pays. Nick, I sat here and waited. It was tough. I hovered over this button like 10 times. It was tough to wait and wait and wait. But I mean, I went through it. I was like, okay, where can I find confluence? Where can I find something, enough things that line up to at least get a reaction in the right direction? I got the reaction. So my trading style is I got the reaction. I got my trim already for 34 points. I can look for my next target with confluence is that we should retrace back at least 25% into the IB. And then we look for like 289 probably. That midpoint, 288. Yeah, so the thing is here we pretty much win no matter what. 34-point trim, we're risking like 18 points now. I think we can at least get to the 21. Did gold catch a big bid? Oh yeah, it did. So SPY, here's your confluence too. Look at this. If I go straight across, look at that. So all this area of interest, and then boom, look at that big bounce there. Right on a fib level, of course. Here we go. Right at a fib level, two fib levels that I have drawn on QQQ. And then, like I said, this. All right, so let me zoom out. So there's a little bit of a shelf right here. I had a fib level here from a while back, but I see these highs, I see this area of interest, and I see this area of interest. Yesterday, that's where it held. $250 is not a bad trim spot. All right. Yeah, maybe we get a nice IB play. I mean, if you get back into the 25%, or if you get to that 50%, maybe you get a nice rejection play there as well. Maybe you get a rejection right on it. I mean, we're there. This is IB low right here, 244. But the statistic tells me that we have 69% chance. I don't know. Let me pull it up. If you guys aren't using Edgeful yet, I don't know what to tell you. This thing, like these statistics and stuff, they just print me money all the time. All right, so breakdown by retracement, breakdown. You come back to the 25% level 67% of the time, so 2/3 of the time. 2 out of 3 times when you break below here, which we did, you come back to here. This is midpoint. So if you see the IB, it's all this. And then here's 25%, here's 50%, here's 75%. If you guys don't have the indicator, right here, you see 25, 50, 75. I have these turned on. I could change the colors on those, but I kind of like the little gray. All right, I have a resting trim here at 61. No. I'm gonna put a sitting trim at 59 and 66. I gotta go to the restroom. I'll be right back. Guys, celebrate for me if it runs right here. Oh, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a 50-point trade. All right, I'll take off. I'm out half here. I still have resting order 266 and 288. All right, be right back, guys. All right. How we doing? Sorry, let me catch up with the chat too. Sorry, guys. I was deep in that trade, and then I was sitting here. I had to go ahead and run to the restroom quickly there. All right. Um, appreciate you, BB. Yeah, previous week high. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff sitting right there, Vladimir. I agree with that. What's up, Simon? Welcome in. Great to have you hanging out on the stream today. Dude, even more confluence. That's great. That's great. The key takeaway I want everyone to see is we didn't rush into anything. I didn't chase a short, even though it probably would have worked out, but I waited and waited and waited for things to play out. Didn't come in early to a trade. Planned out my buys and my level, knew my risk, and had plenty of confluence for what could take me long. All right, there's that next level. That's the 25% retrace I was talking about. We had a 67% chance to get here. There it is, right there. Look at that. To the wick, right there. Boom. Clicked too many times. Got excited. Boom. But yeah, I want everyone to take away, if anything, this right here. Now look, now we have basically a bullish engulfing too on the 15. This could come back down if it holds here. I still like it. 280, 289 would be like kind of your next levels. Sorry about that horrible sound right there. If you hear that, the music every once in a while just for whatever reason goes staticky. All right. Let me catch up here. Yeah. So, I mean, here's the thing. Here's the one that I'm using right now. So here, let me turn off some more of this stuff here. All right. So all these indicators I'm using right here are actually Edgeful indicators, but the first hour of the market is this area right here, where you see this zero right here, and where you see this zero right here. So between here and here is the first hour of the market. Now, when the high forms first, the low forms second, you have a high chance of breaking the low. This didn't really give us a great setup, but it played out. Because if this formed here, but we were sitting back up here, I would have got short to break that. But we were just kind of sitting right on it. So here, let me go to 5 minutes to make this a little bit clearer. So right here, and you could have tried to reshort up here somewhere. But to me, it was just, okay, that's pretty close either way. But once you break it, look at this. This is the 0.5 extension. So this is half of this range. So this range right here, half of it extended. So it's just basic standard deviation, right? Or just balance extension. So there's half, and so like the size of this is equal to this, and then this is the midpoint, right? Just like this is the midpoint of the original balance. Okay. Now the reason I point that out is because once you break down, you come back as that report I was just showing you, IB by retracement. So on Edgeful, you have the initial balance right here. This is initial balance, and then sub reports by retracement, by rejection is the other one that I like. So if I go to by rejection, this is the one I talk about all the time on my stream. Look at this. High forms first, you break the low 70% of the time. But if the low forms first, you break the high 84% of the time. Yesterday, this was true. This was a beautiful example yesterday. So if I look at this, first hour is right here. The high of that first hour formed first, the low formed second. We break the low. And once we break the low, then we look to retrace at least back to here because it happens 2/3 of the time, 67%. Yesterday, I don't think we ever got to retrace yesterday. But yesterday, the low formed first, the high formed second, and we got the high breakout. So that's why yesterday when this formed and we came back down, I was dip buying in here. Actually, where did I buy? 78. I bought right here with other confluence too, but my directional confluence was from Edgeful, and then my level confluence was down here. And I think there was like an EMA 21 coming up like this. So I got long here because 80, what was the stat just there? 84. So once I saw this in the morning, this is the low, this is the high, and we're still hanging out within it, I know I have an 84% chance that this move is going to happen. 84% of the time that happens. So that's why I was looking to dip buy anything I would have added probably here because we had 84% chance of that happening. If I take that trade 100 times, it's going to work 84. I really like those odds, right? So that's the thought of that. Okay. All right. Let's come back in here. Let me turn this back on, that back on. And here we are on this. If you missed any of me going through it, I mean, the first hour was pretty slow, but I went through and was, trying to find my area of what I liked. But there we go. Honestly, would have been looking for the short off the bounce, but everything you were saying just made so much sense. Yeah. So like the thing I think about is, okay, where did we come from? What's the context? We came from all-time highs all the way up here, and we just came back to a previous all-time high. But we also, I mean, this was pretty, a pretty trendy sell-off. And then if you look right here in this spot, this blue line is an EMA 9. We were rejecting it all morning. Rejection, 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 rejection. But look how extended away we got from it. When you get really extended from a short-term moving average, you typically get some kind of snapback towards it at least. That's why I really wanted to take my first trim here. It was under kind of where we tried to support earlier and broke. It was also the EMA 9 short-term, EMA catching back up. How many points was that? Where I got that trim, I gotta let Discord know. 60 points. Well, I shouldn't have even measured that. All right. Serenity. Oh, great to say. Serenity, what's up? I didn't notice you in the chat yet. Long stop with you, Ivy low. Look like we land on priority equilibrium as well. Yeah, I just feel like there's enough ways that you could look at it that shorts were going to cover there, buyers were going to give it a shot there. And that's honestly the main thing I look for in trading futures is what direction can I go, but it's also my entries and stuff. It's all about reaction. Where can I expect shorts to cover and longs to give it a shot, or vice versa? If I'm looking to short, I'm looking for longs to take profit and shorts to come in and give it a shot. I'm looking for reaction points more than anything, and that gives me confidence that I'm right in my entry. So hopefully that makes sense. I do. I don't print money like the Fed. I don't think anybody in the world can print money like that. I mean, maybe over in what is it, Nigeria or Uganda, one of those African countries where it's like $1 is like a million or something, whatever their currency is. I can't remember what country it is over there. Like $1 million bill is like $20 or something. It's crazy. I can't remember where it's at. Zimbabwe, maybe. I think it's Zimbabwe. Mike, let's go. TWL. Link in the bio of my ex. I've been trying to alert all of my trades in my channel. All right. I saw Google new lows of day. Google and Oracle had that headline earlier. They're still buying Oracle calls right now, which is interesting. They bought up Oracle like crazy. Look at that. They don't care. Don't care. Okay, so here's just a quick context point for anybody. See how many 15-minute candles are red in a row here? Odds are you should get some kind of relief very soon on Google. I don't know if this is the level. Very possibly is a level right there. Look at that, this area. But there's your confluence. So if you're looking for confluence, for example, if you were trading Google right now, I think you could take something on Google for a bounce because this, I mean, and there's a report on Edgeful. Like you can look at average consecutive red candles and max. If we get twice the average and close to the max, I usually try to go the other thing. All right. Let's get back to where we were at here. Go back to NQ. And you look, we did come down and hold basically what I want it to hold. I really don't want it to go any lower than 240s. But we're looking okay right now. ES is stuck under the 30-minute orb right here. This is the red line here is 30-minute orb. So on this 5-minute chart setup where I have both side by side, I use 30-minute orb on this. And then I have VWAP. I know you guys probably see a lot of stuff on here. But I have VWAP actually. I'm going to take that off. All my indicators updated yesterday and like a lot of my stuff. All right. All right. Simon, I do this every Tuesday and Thursday right here. So I'm on Edgeful's YouTube. I'm on Wolf Financial YouTube. It's also on X. I think YouTube's better, honestly, for streams. But Tuesday and Thursday morning, 2 hours. I do this for you guys. So whatever channel you're on, make sure you like and subscribe. If you're on Wolf Financial or Edgeful, either one, whichever one you're on. Make sure you like the stream. Helps us out. Subscribe, obviously. That way you know whenever we're live, you can find us easier. But yeah, every Tuesday and Thursday. Now, other live streams I do. So Wolf Trading is the other account that we run. Tomorrow we do a live stream pretty much all day on Wolf Trading YouTube. So it's like Wolf_Trading X. And we randomly go live throughout the week as well. We're starting to work in more and more. So a lot of afternoons we're going live over there. So if Wolf Trading is live on, I'm pretty much there. But tomorrow I'll be live over there. So Tuesday, Thursday, Edgeful right here, boom, 2 hours. But when I'm streaming with the other guys, like you're getting their insights and their systems and stuff as well. I'll tell you this though, I don't trade any different based on, I mean, I trade Edgeful. It's integrated in my trading. It's probabilities and data. That's the way I trade. All right. What does that heat map look? I mean, the thing is, Will, I agree with you that most things are red. But if I look at this, well, that's not supposed to happen. Let's try that again. All right. I guess the heat map's not working right now. All right, well, my point on the heat map is going to be, yesterday we closed at the exact, like the high of the day. So today, most things are going to be red if they retrace at all. But I mean, if you close up here, you can barely pull down, but everything's going to look red. I mean, I look SPY's red by 1/4%. QQQ is red by 1/4%. Microsoft 0.75%. Amazon, Apple not doing well. Broadcom is break even. Meta's green. Netflix is doing well. Nvidia, obviously, we know is doing well. Costco had some good numbers yesterday on their September sales. The Dow, a lot of these big names, Dow names, industrial names, not doing well. Banks are mixed. So I have a green JP Morgan, I have a green Wells Fargo, and a green Bank of America. Citi and Visa, a little bit red. And then right here, I mean, if I look, Palantir, less than 1%. Snowflake should have pulled back more than this, to be honest. Hood, less than 1% red. This thing can move 3-4% each direction any day. AMD is a 1/4%. If we go to sector by sector, banks are red by 9 pennies. Tech is red by a quarter, 25 cents. So energy down 50 cents, down 0.5%. So my point being is when you close at the top, you have a day like this and you have a full body candle on your daily. Oh, push the right button. Push the right button there, Ryan. All right. You close at the top, even if you retrace a little bit today, like everything's going to look red on the heat map, but is it really red when you closed at the high yesterday? I mean, yes, it's really red, but is it as bad as if we closed at the low and then came down? So that's my point. I don't think there's a trend. So I'll ask Andre on this. I don't know if you can put odds on a trend day. Hold on, we got VWAP coming up here, 285. All right, so I'm putting that next trim. Putting that next trim right here. VWAP. All right, so back to this. Sorry, Vladimir. I was just making sure I had my trims in the right spots where I wanted them. So the next thing I think about is, how do I put this? Trend days. If you're looking for trend days, what do you define as a trend day? Like, I feel like that's gonna be hard. So like all of the data, you have to have like clear if-then statements, like clear criteria. And I feel like a trend day could be a little bit subjective to some people. If you trend for most of the day and pull back at the end of the day, is it still a trend day? Like I don't. I guess like the only way I could think about is if you like, I don't know, you'd have to put a lot of criteria. If you like close within, I don't know, 0.1% of the high or something. I don't know. It's interesting. All right. What's up, Ray? QQQ puts right here. Let me go to QQQ. What puts are you looking at? I don't hate it because you completed the probable retrace. The midpoint retrace is not that much better. Why do I have so much on this chart? Hold on. Let me just turn that off. Get this out of the way. So the thing I don't really like about puts is like these areas of former resistance here, we're pushing above all of them. I mean, we haven't closed up here yet, but a little bit higher. I would have wanted to see rejection probably right at 610, but if this closes under 610, I mean, from other perspectives, you've retraced back into here, to get up here, it gets less and less probable. So I don't hate like trying to fade it. I just don't. I don't know. To me, it seems more counter trend. I mean, obviously the overall trend is up. Yesterday we trended up really hard, and all we did was kind of retrace. Do we do something like this? I'd still like. This is kind of what I was saying this morning. I still think doing this, getting above it, coming back, and reversing all of that to me doesn't make much sense. Now, I mean, if you're taking a trade from here back to, I mean, if this is a short-term trade, here to here, like I don't have a problem with that. I mean, if you're shorting back to that here, or maybe let's see what did it look like on NQ. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think you want to lose. I don't think you want to lose IB low at this point because then it could just come right back down here to the same spot. Not a big fan of this look right now. First time you touch the 21, you're probably going to get a rejection. Could end up back down here a little bit on NQ. '21 catches up. If this rolls back over, then you could come back down. You really don't want to come below this, I think. Yeah, Brandon, I don't hate it, especially if you fell right here. But if you hold right here, then I think you just rotate back to the middle. The problem I have, like, I love shorting more than anybody, especially back tests. I mean, you could definitely say there's a clear argument that this right here was a support area, and now it could be. I mean, you see this here and here. So, like, I mean, if you just look at this zone and then look at this, to me, that could be a clear back test and rejection. So my problem with this is the way this market has been behaving for the last couple months or more, honestly more. Just like like sellers and shorts are just like scared to death. They've been burned so many times that every time a short move plays out, it like everybody jumps out of the way real fast. But I just don't see the I was saying this like first thing this morning. I just don't see the bearish potential. But that's me, right? Edgeful works for everything. So like here, let me show you a couple things on what's in play here. So I have NQ and I have like just the main things I trade. I have just sitting here ready to get to quickly. So I can hit ES, I can hit SPY, I can hit QQQ, quickly get to the statistics on those. There's this screener right here, and the screener's pretty cool. So I have like 4 of my favorite reports on here. So I have gap fill, I have opening range, and IB, opening candle continuation. So I have those things on here. That way, wait, do I have previous day's range? This should be previous day's range. There we go. All right. So I built this one. So I have the top 10 weighted stocks in the NASDAQ, and then I have SPY and QQQ. And it's just going to be kind of an overall bias score. I also have it built for the futures. So if you look on this one, I have ES, NQ, YM, and RTY. So just the 4 major indices. And you look, it's mostly bearish bias today. If we don't hold here, I'm going to have to exit stage left. See, SPY and QQQ rejected VWAP. You have lower highs, the trend's still intact, and that area I was talking about here to here. If you're long, you got to hope this holds. If you're short, you're looking for this to just crush back down to here at least, and then you find out if it's going to hold. And this candle wasn't fun when it like tried to push above and immediately got this big wick right here. The sellers came in hard right there. Plus, first time you touch the 21, you usually get a big reaction. First time you touch the 21, this yellow one, you usually get some type of reaction. Like if we can hold right here where we're at, and then right here, this 80 area on ES, we're okay. If not, come back down and I'll get stopped out. Yeah. My stop is like a point in profit. So we win no matter what at this point. But yeah, Simon, Edgeful actually also just look, if I go back to, let me just go to an example here. Um, let's just look at initial balance. So here's the initial balance, first hour of the market. What is it? Down here, there's a video that Andre, the CEO, there he is right there, and he's got a whole video right there. So explaining it. There's you can kind of look. So IV high, here's your range, you break out. So there's like explainers of all of it. And then here's like the statistics. So like this one's a strong one. First hour of the market, 73% of the time you only break one side, 24% of the time you break both sides. No break, 3 out of 130 days. And I keep mine set to about 6 months of data. But this would be on NQ. Now, if you look over here, there's Forex, there's crypto, there's every stock in the market, there's futures. Google's drilling, by the way. Will's had his eye on that all morning. This can't go any lower, or I'm just gonna get stopped. We really need this to hold right here, but it could get lower. But yeah, you've got that on every stock. So if you're an options trader or individual stocks, I mean, here's Nvidia, right? There's your Nvidia stats. If you looked at gap fill, how often does Nvidia fill the gap from yesterday's close? Wherever price closed yesterday, how often does Nvidia fill the gap? There's your basic stats. One of my other favorite ones is by size. So if there's a small gap, high probability. But look, if the gap's more than 0.7% to 1% gap up, probably similar to today. Today was what, 1.68? Doesn't normally happen, right? Right, this is starting to look a little rough here. Could revisit those lows again. Those puts really would have worked out. Dang, Brandon. I mean, I have a couple Here's a little bit more analysis. I'm running out of time here. Um, the first hour of the market was red, which means we should close below the open. So right here. We didn't touch previous day's high or low, which is interesting. We should touch one or the other. SPY did take previous day's high, which in normal scenarios means you close above here, but you would close below here because the first hour. So there's a couple different. Really, SPY's probable closing spot is actually way up here, but the price action is telling me much different. Look at this. Look at SPY. So we broke the IB. We retraced exactly to the 25% spot and rejected hard right there. Look at that. Basically, that's where we rejected here on QQQ. That's why I was trimming actively into this on NQ. That's why I was trimming actively into this 260s. All right, guys, let me drop a link for you guys in the. If you haven't tried out Edgeful for the first time, you sign up. I say this genuinely. You're not going to learn something in 7 days. You're just not. I just don't think. I mean, it's only 5 trading days. So if you do this, I'm saying that because if you use my link right here at checkout, you can get 7 days for free. The 7 day, there's 7 day free trial. I think that's. I mean, they do that. Andre and them do it. They honestly don't even really like it, but they do it just so people at least like see what all it includes and stuff like that. But you're not going to learn something in 7 days, which is 5 trading days. You're not going to learn something in 5 trading days. Give it a month. It's like $50. Yeah, give it a shot. To me, one trade easily pays for. Look, my one trade this morning paid for a whole year of Edgeful and some. Without, I mean, not even worried about it. So that's where I'm at. That's what I believe on Edgeful. It also includes all of the indicators too. So if you don't have Edgeful, all these like indicators that I'm showing you guys, previous days, all this stuff you see on here, the gap fill where this orange candle lit up, all that is Edgeful indicators. There's way more that I don't even use. If I go down here to invite only, see all these? This is all Edgeful indicators right here. So one of the clearest things, you look at this 30-minute orb, and look how many candles rejected right here. So price trying to tell you it doesn't really want to go higher. I'm just not super bearish, even though like most of the data is kind of bearish. I mean, this is 50-50 on NASDAQ. Just across, because this is the 10 highest weighted in NASDAQ, and then I add NASDAQ itself, QQQ, and I add SPY. This is actually pretty balanced. Now, if I go to my 4 indices, it's more bearish than bullish, which, I mean, everything's red. Microsoft new lows, Google new lows. Tesla's not doing anything. Boeing's getting crushed. What else is red? Apple new low right there. AMD new lows. Amazon's doing okay. Broadcom and Meta's new high of day right now. I don't know, a lot of rotation. All right, I gotta shut this down and run. Guys, appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the stream. Tuesday and Thursday, market open 2 hours every week right here. Tomorrow, if you want to find me, I'll be on Wolf Trading. There's a Wolf _ trading. I think it's Wolf _ trading X. If you follow me on X, Here's my that's my X right there. And I just got stopped out. Okay. Oh, sorry, Jane. The link here, let me see if I can drop it for you all over there because I dropped it. It only drops it in the YouTube chat on this platform, but I can drop it in the chat over there. I see you over here. One second. There it is. Boom. Okay. All right. Perfect. All right, guys. Appreciate everyone. NFL. That's what a name. I love that. You're very welcome. Appreciate everyone. Yeah, that's me right there. That's my X name. Find me on X. The reason I say that is because I'm usually tweet out, let you guys know where I'm at, if I'm streaming, whatever I'm doing. Also, you can keep up with me there. I speak in spaces all day. I'm usually behind the Wolf Financial account, the main account, but I interact with my personal account. Also, if you're looking for anything else, there's a link in my bio that takes you to a bunch of different stuff. I have a Discord that I am a part of with others, not just me. But I do hang out and trade in there on voice chat. I also try to send alerts on my channel as much as possible all throughout the day. A little bit more intimate environment over there. So there's all that. And I got to run. Appreciate everyone. Simon, great to have you. Jane, great to see you in here. My man Bob, Brandon, Bitcoin's been here since the beginning. Appreciate you, Bitcoin. Willie D slid in, of course. KB, 72 Offsuit. He's always in the chat in here, crushing it too. I saw Mike over on X earlier. Appreciate him. My man BB, Vladimir. Who else was in here that I missed earlier? There was a lot of you guys. Appreciate all you. Oh, Will. Will was over in the X chat, dropping some good stuff in there too. Some others in here. I appreciate all of you. I've got to run. Mario. I remember Mario was in here a little bit earlier too. So, all right, guys. Catch you next Tuesday for the next stream, or tomorrow. Find me over on Wolf Trading streaming over there. Maybe this afternoon, actually. Possibly this afternoon streaming.